G'day and welcome to Eurovision. And today we're talking about the German entry for Eurovision this year. It's Sisters with Sister. I guess we'll get to that later. First, let's talk about three things we really like, Dale. I'll start off. I want to talk about vocals. I thought in their national final performance, it was the standout vocal of the national final, and I thought maybe that's what carried them over the line somewhat.
Yeah, I think it's a really good and competent vocal. It's not the most amazing thing in the world, but it's certainly a positive that I think they'll deliver the song really well when it comes to the contest itself.
You can have a bit of confidence in that.
Indeed as well. Okay, let's talk about the other positive, probably our number two, is the message itself. I think, look, it's a family song. It's about sisters who have a sibling rivalry. It could even translate over to women having rivalry in something and actually needing to come together and build each other up. So that comes through there, and I think that's a message that could really be resonate with people at home.
I totally agree. It could be a message that can hit home with people. We've all got siblings. I guess a lot of us have anyway. And yeah, this could certainly resonate.
Yeah.
I also want to say the positive. They extracted everything they could out of this song. I thought the production on this song is very, very well done.
Yep.
It does make it sound fairly expensive, I want to say,
Yeah.
from what is a fairly basic and kind of cheap song.
Yeah, well, let's get on to the negatives. It's basic. It's a basic, forgettable song, unfortunately. It just doesn't make anyone feel... I don't think that message or the vocals is going to be strong enough to lift that song into something that's going to be in someone's top 10 or something they want to pick up the phone. I think everyone will find it pleasant, but pleasant, middle of the road is a bad thing at Eurovision. You need to get some emotion there.
Barely got a pulse out of me in the national final. I can't see it doing anything more at Eurovision, to be honest. It really is forgettable, unfortunately. I'm sorry, I wish I had something better to say about it, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
And let's talk about something else. Authenticity, I want to talk about, Dale. They're not sisters.
No.
And if we're going to talk about sibling rivalry, etc., it might come across as maybe not as authentic as it could be.
Exactly. I think last year, the reason Germany did so well is, yes, the song was contemporary, but you believed what he was saying because it was true. It was a true story. And I could just see commentators saying, it's sisters with sister, and guess what? They're not sisters. So it's just not going to wrap. People see through that these days.
I think, unfortunately, they will.
Okay, yeah, sorry. And the other one on this is, in the national final itself, there was a European fan jury, and this flopped big time. They didn't get behind the song, the German people did, so that's not going to work as well because people aren't going to pick up the phone for this. They preferred other things. This is really quite far down low, so again, it comes back to this being it's being forgettable and people aren't going to vote for it.
I hate to say it, Dale, I prefer a lot of other things over this song, and that's not because it's a completely bad package or anything like that.
No.
It's just, unfortunately, in a strong field, this just is a little bit lacking.
It feels a bit like Lavina Perfect Life Standard, and we saw how that one went, unfortunately.
Totally. Let's talk about predictions, Dale. After that little review, are you thinking that's a left-hand or a right-hand side of the scoreboard?
It is a right-hand side of the scoreboard, and it's going to be towards the bottom of that as well, unfortunately.
I'm concurring. It's a right-hand side and right towards the bottom as well, unfortunately. Not because it's a bad package or anything like that. It's just solid, but nothing more, unfortunately. Yeah.
All right, well, we've talked about this song in much more detail on our podcast where we've given our personal rankings.
And we also have our Aussie Vision juries. We have an Australian jury and an international jury.
So listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Thanks for listening to us, guys.
See you later.